Hi friends, my name's Brandon, and this week I want to take you on a little trip with me. So this weekend I got to go down to Corpus Christi, Texas to visit family, have a little Thanksgiving, and just do all sorts of fun, crazy things. So I thought I would bring you along to show you how my weekend went. My grandparents drove all the way down from Ohio. We had a lovely dinner. I cooked chicken. It was great. The next morning they picked me up pretty early in the morning, and we went all the way down to Corpus Christi. It was a long, flat drive. It was a lot of fun. Got to catch up a little bit with the grandparents, and when we arrived, we checked into our hotel. We were staying just a few minutes away from my sister's house in a lovely hotel. It was beautiful weather down in Corpus Christi. The palm trees were blowing. The winds were just perfect. It was a lovely, lovely afternoon. After we checked into our hotel, we went to my sister's house where I was reunited with my family, which was super awesome. I hadn't seen Mom in a couple of months, so it was really emotionally kind of had to choke back tears getting to give her a big hug after like 3 months away. She's now speaking and swallowing and doing eons better than the last video I'm sure I made with her. So it was very nice to do that. Woohoo! I'm also trying to somewhat vlog this adventure. I had it on the thing on the car as we were going into the hotel, so we'll see how it turns out. So we got to be reunited, and then we went out to dinner. Dinner was great. We went to this lovely Mexican restaurant. We had enchiladas and sat there for hours just talking to each other, catching up, introducing the new in-laws and all the new family members. It was a very successful night. Lunch was a success. What do you think? Pretty good. Tex-Mex in Texas. Can't get better. After eating, we went back to my sister's house where we continued talking, catching up on everything that had been going on these last few months, and playing with her 2 dogs, Floyd and Carla Flo. It was a lot of fun. The next morning, we got up super early so we could go take part in my brother-in-law's Navy pilot winging. He had finished training as a Navy pilot and was officially going to receive his wings. So there was a ceremony, there was food, there was all sorts of little events and things going on that day that the families were invited to. It was a ton of fun. I had never been to anything like this before, so I thought it was super fascinating. Of course, just by the nature of being on a Navy base, there are some things like you can take pictures of and film, and some things you aren't supposed to, and there are some things you can film, but you're not supposed to, like, you shouldn't put out, like, online. So there are some times where I'll just, like, talk to you about what happened as opposed to show you, because obviously I couldn't show you. First thing in the morning was the blessing of the wings, which was a lot of fun. We went to the chapel there on base, and they all had a little pair of wings that they got to pin on a tapestry that was going to remain in the chapel, so that way those who would come and go for future generations could pray over those wings. It was really a neat ceremony. It was really nice. It was kind of fun to see my brother-in-law go up there and pick out his wings and be able to pin them up and write his name in the logbook, and it was a really neat little ceremony. Immediately after that, we went to breakfast with the skipper. We did donuts and coffee, and we got to do the soft winging. They have like a flight suit, and on their flight suit's a little Velcro patch, and that gets replaced with a little patch of wings. After the soft winging, we were taken to the hangar on base, one of the hangars on base. This was part of the tour that I was asked not to film by my sister, and I politely agreed. Immediately following the hangar experience, we got to go to a simulator. The simulator was a blast. It is a big old box with like a faux cockpit and screens all around you, and you have controls and you like fly the plane. Like, I mean, it's a simulator. It's a real simulator. It was hysterical and awesome.
No, I'll take control of those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
Mom got to fly the simulator, and so did a couple other folks. Sit in the co-pilot seat and try not to crash the plane. That was a really cool experience. After the simulator experience, we all broke to grab a quick lunch. We got to sit down, have some food, kind of take a breath, and then we went to the official ceremony where they received their wings. The food was great, and the ceremony was awesome. The ceremony was another thing that my sister asked me not to film, so I did not, but the essential recap is it was like a little graduation. They got to call everybody up one by one, give the little bio, talk about what they were going to go do next, pin their wings on them. My sister and my sister's husband's father, is that how it is? I don't know. Got to go up and do the actual wing pinning on. It was kind of emotional. It was kind of neat to see all the work that had been going on for the last few months come to fruition. After the official ceremony, we all went back to our hotel rooms and crashed. It was a long day. We got up early in the morning and we were running around base all day, so it was appropriate time for a little siesta fiesta. After taking our little siesta fiesta, which was much needed because it was an early morning, we went to the after party. The after party was probably one of my favorite parts of the day, naturally. There was a big bar tab, so we all had free drinks. We got to go out on the Gulf Coast. It was this beautiful island surrounded by sand and palm trees and the Gulf, and it was just spectacular to stand out on a porch overlooking the Gulf of Mexico with a free drink in your hand and your family by your side. Can't get any better than that. Overall, it was a very successful weekend. I was glad I got to take you along. I thought it would be fun to try this look back narrative style about my weekend. So I hope you liked this new style of video. Give this video a big thumbs up just for the sake of getting to see Mom again and getting to have a big family Thanksgiving. I will see you next week. It's gonna be an awesome week. We're starting, oh my gosh, December. Is this December? Oh no, we're in December. Great, well, that went fast. Anyway, I will see you next week. Give this video a big thumbs up just because it was an awesome weekend, family Thanksgiving, and leave a comment below. How did you spend your Thanksgiving? What did you do? I want to know, because I care. That's all. I'll see you next week. Bye!